Hello and good morning. My name is Clarence Gianchan, and today me and my team are going to tell you about the different 19th century visitors of Guam and the different ways they impacted the island.
Hi, my name is Justin Galang. I'll be introducing the Filipinos and Mexicans in the late 19th century. In the late 19th century, the Filipinos and Mexicans shared a similar history with Guam. They were all defeated by the Spaniards and were put under the Spanish rule. Those who refused to submit to the Spanish were taken prisoner and removed from their homeland. When the imprisoned Mexicans and Filipinos were brought to Guam, the Filipinos and Mexicans introduced their culture and some of the foods in their culture. The Filipinos introduced pancit, lechon, and lumpia, while the Mexicans introduced corn and metate. Metate is the stone tool used for grinding.
Hi, my name is Mikey Kennedy. I'll be talking about the 19th century visitors, the whalers. British and American whalers played important roles in our Guam's history. During the 19th century, American whalers tried twice to establish their own colonies in the Northern Mariana Islands, but were unsuccessful due to Spaniards attacking their own colonies. Whalers used Guam as an rest and resupply stop for food and repairs. Whalers also provided the Chamorros with opportunities for travel and employed them as crewmen. Whalers introduced the English language as well as introduced the trade goods to the island of Guam.
Pirates were also visitors to Guam during that era. At first, pirates were mostly neutral toward the Chamorro people. They brought new ideas, traded goods, and introduced outside influences without immediately disrupting daily life. When the Spaniards gave pirates more freedom, however, some pirates became violent and abusive toward the Chamorro people. In some cases, pirates hunted and enslaved the Chamorro people, sometimes treating it like a sport. Pirates were also enemies of Spain. They often attacked, stole from, and even sank Spanish ships near Guam. Overall, pirates had a mixed impact on Guam. While they initially contributed to trade and contact, their later actions brought violence and lasting damage to Chamorro society.
Alright, so see, unlike a lot of the other different places, this is where ancient Guam really started to transition into modern Guam. At this point, you might as well say it was like the modern Chamorros, modern people of the island. By this point, the culture had become shifted so much that the people had been slaughtered so incessantly that the entire island was going through a complete shift.
See, this is important to know because these are the same Americans who saved Guam from Japanese tyranny. These people both gave Guam their freedom from the Japanese and they took away their identity, with them being the last major visitors before the eventual rule of Japan, which, when that happens, everything that was of the past is almost either lost or barely holding on. And with that, I will be concluding our presentation. We went over the Americans, the pirates, the Mexicans, the Filipinos, and the prisoners of the island. All of these different cultures which have helped create the modern Chamorro culture that we have today. And it's important to remember and recall all this information because as an island, a lot of the culture has already been lost. And it would be a great disservice to everyone and everything that has come before to purposely forget anymore. Thank you.